A new survey shows a sharp decline in the value Americans place on faith. The 2014 General Social Survey was released last week. It found since 2012, 7.5 million people have turned away from religion and that there's been a steady decline since then. Here's a look at some of the numbers. The survey found nearly 1 in 4 Americans say their religious preference is none. That has increased almost 20% since the 1990s. The survey also finds 1/3 of Americans say they never attended worship services or prayer services, and only 17% say they pray. Joining me now to weigh in on this survey is Dr. Corney Becker. He's chairman of the Department of Christian Ministry and Biblical Studies at Regent University. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to be here, Ephraim.
Well, first off, do you think this survey is accurate?
Unfortunately, this is the gold standard of sociological research in America. Unfortunately, I think it's correct.
Wow. Is the church losing relevance?
No, I do not believe so. I do believe that the church has increasingly made some mistakes. And one great mistake the church has made is by flirting with liberal ideology and theology, has increasingly lost relevance to people.
Wow, and some would say that doing that, they're trying to expand their reach and embrace more, but you're saying the results are different.
Well, the results are obviously different, right?
What can the church do now to reverse the trends?
Right. Well, one of the things that the church needs to do is once again get on point with message. We need to continue to tell people that God is indeed relevant to society, but also that Scripture matters. Increasingly, when the church said that the Bible is not important, that Scripture is not important, that God doesn't have a place within this world, of course we're going to lose members.
How do you think this loss of faith will impact our society and our government in the long run?
Right. I think in the last 6 years, we've seen extraordinary sociological changes within America. And increasingly, I do think we're going to see a breakdown in the fabric of society within families, and not only within families, but within the very glue that keeps communities together.
We know that to keep anything alive, you need to attract younger people so that they can continue into the future. Where's the church gone wrong there?
I think one of the mistakes that we've made in trying to pursue younger people is that we've tried to be relevant. I do think paradoxically, in order to reach younger people, you need to be authentic. Maybe not relevant, but authentic. And I think the new generation is looking for people that are real with real answers.
Wow. These numbers are troubling. We know that you are an educator. How do you feel looking at these numbers? Are you still hopeful?
I'm extraordinarily hopeful. Jesus said that if we indeed understand who he is, that he would build his church, and that the gates of hell shall indeed not prevail against it. There's great hope, Ephraim.
If you could map out a plan for the church looking at these numbers, how would you say we turn this around? What do we begin to do?
There are 3 things that we need to do. First and foremostly, we need to put the Scriptures back at the center of absolutely everything that we do. Secondly, we should not be afraid to be very clear about the answer. Very often, the sermons of Jesus were biting, were true, had real teeth. And then I think thirdly, we need to give people real hope. The church needs to be a place of hope.
Any practical steps you say, okay, lesson 1, let's begin here?
All right. I think the first thing that we have to do is bring back biblical education, not only within the church, but also within schools, back into the university. Bring the Bible back into the schools. That would be step number 1.
Let's bring the Bible back.
Right.
All right, Dr. Becker, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Good insight.
Very welcome. Thank you.